Hello? Okay, 1 second, please. I have to send the link again. Wait, please. Hello again. I'm gonna test the audio. Hello? Okay, 1 second, please. I have to send the link again. Okay, I think it's working now. Okay, I'm going to... Apparently I had other audios running at the same time. Some desktop audio was on. I didn't know how to turn it off. I just switched the volume off. So anyway, I'm not going to waste more of your time on this subject. Let me just go and publish the link again. Let me just change the link in Telegram first. Okay. Let me just make sure it's there. Okay, 1 second, please. Now I have to change the link in community on YouTube. 1 second, please. Prepare your questions. The questions will only have to do with the video, the journey so far. Okay? So if you have any doubts, I'm here to answer those doubts. Okay? That's community on Facebook, updated. Let's see. Yes, and also one more link to update. I have to update it on the Facebook page of Cosmic Agency. 1 second, please. I'll be answering all your questions very soon. Okay, switching to the Cosmic Agency Facebook page. Okay, there. Blah, 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 blah. Yes. Edit post. 1 second, please. Let's see if it works. 1 second. Okay, let's see if it takes me to the live. Okay. Now, updated link to my mom. I always send her the links because she likes to watch me, even though she doesn't understand, but she lives alone, so she just puts it on there and it's like, I'm there at home. That's what she said. So anyway, updated link. Okay. Okay, I'm getting out of Facebook. Okay, the last check on the audio. Hello, can you confirm everything is perfect? Can you hear me well? Please? Hello? Welcome everybody in the chat. Hello all the moderators. Can you... Fan number 1, Mom. Yes. Well, not really, because she doesn't really follow exactly what I'm doing. She knows more or less. She actually follows some Polish videos. In fact, I was doing the interview in Polish yesterday. Thank you very much for your confirmations. Yesterday I had an interview in Polish with Darek, the guy who has the Polish agency in Poland, and also with a very important UFO events organizer in Poland. Because in fact, I might be there in the Polish event in June, but I cannot say much more, even though it's in English, so who cares? Because they want to announce it first on their own platform. Anyway, let's go right into the questions. I don't have that much time because in 1 hour and 10 minutes, supposedly, I'm starting this in Spanish, okay? So, don't ask any questions not to do with the video journey so far. I just want to answer some doubts and questions about that specific video. So, for example, Daniel Lopez is asking about the aliens in Island, Brazil. I don't have any information about that, and I wouldn't even want to go into that because it's not the subject of the video. Okay? Before you before you start asking your questions, I have several comments to make myself about that video and about some questions that I already saw. Very fast. First, acceleration. In that video, journey so far, which by the way, thank you for the comments. I saw that you liked it. Thank you very much. I said that Kalle was the first one that did the live with us. And actually, it was SWARUU in Spanish with Robert. Thank you, Monica, for pointing that out. I have no ability to remember exactly everything, what happened first, sometimes. Actually, what I did, I went through my list of lives, so I didn't see that one on the list. So it skipped my attention. But yes, it was SWARUU. Then, the next point, I know there are other fan pages out there who are sharing the information. But I didn't want to mention them on purpose, really, because first, if I start to mentioning the fan pages, there are just so many that, why not me? And that page was mentioned, that wasn't. I am not able to see all of them. And second reason is because, to be honest, I don't really want to promote anybody too much in such an important historic video like that journey so far, because I want that video to stay kind of in the historic records of our contact for the newcomers to see, in case any of these fans switched aside. For example, it happened before that I actually promoted someone. I promoted someone who did the nice video for us, and then something switched and flipped in that person's mind, and they, started to go against us, and then, all these people that I sent their way were used against us. So I don't want to really get into that. I don't want to put that 100% trust into anybody. And I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. It's just that I just wanted to focus on our contact information and not to promote anybody else. In fact, I was even dubious about sharing some of the pages that I did, because I don't know what's going to happen with those pages down the road. And, anything can happen. And people have the right to change their mind and to stop working. So anyway, so that's the reason. Then also another point I have is that, okay, the Toleka animation. The Toleka CGI animation was mostly under the supervision of Edu Villarreal, hello by the way, and his friend Luis. But his friend really is not a part of this community. So they did that animation based on the CGI that Asina SWARUU provided some time ago, but that CGI was only on the side, just the side of it. So there was no frontal. So what they had to do, they just had to use kind of imagination, maybe asking me questions here and there, but I myself don't know exactly every single detail of what's in front. So Yasi commented on that animation, and she said it's extremely well made, especially the side, but the front is not exactly the same. Okay, so keep that in mind. She said it's very good from the side. In front, it's too wide, and a lot of important things are missing. Okay, but like I said, it's not the designer's fault. It's because they didn't have anything to really work with to make that super accurate. But she says extremely good on the side. Okay. So I just wanted to clarify that. Hello, Edu. He's there in the chat. So that's that. And also another question that I heard repeat itself a lot right away. I'm going to get it out of the way. Can the audio be shared that we did with Kalle? Well, no. Otherwise, it would have been shared already, because we simply don't have the authorization to share that. So right now, it cannot be shared. Anyway, so if you have any questions, I'm gonna go to the chat room right now. Now the glasses, I don't actually have to wear the glasses. I am wearing the glasses to be in solidarity with Mari SWARUU today, who also put on the glasses on her picture for fun. Okay, I know some of you might be asking, and you do ask all the time this question: why are they wearing glasses? How such an advanced technology wears glasses? Well, she doesn't have to. She does it for fun, for looks, because she's young. She's playing with her look. Same as me. I actually don't have to wear these glasses. These glasses are for the long distance, not for short. Actually, right now it's making everything worse because I see the chat room very blurry. So I'm gonna take them off. Okay, so that's the answer. She does it for fun, nothing else. Okay, let me go back to the questions. Okay, let's go. Someone asked about the immersion. How fast did I find out that I was in the immersion? I didn't find out very fast, but I think in the first 6 months, yes, it was from SWARUU. And it was very slow. I wasn't like told the information right away. They didn't just right away come and said that. It was mostly me, pressuring and asking questions and, digging for clues and expressing that I really, really want to know. So I do remember that first, as SWARUU mentioned, that she's seeing Yena consciousness, okay? That's like a supposedly, because we don't like these numbers, 70 Alcyone Pleiades being, somewhere there. And then she started to like go down, and then she says, well, but I do see you, we confirmed that you are in the immersion. And then she confirmed the team or the ship I was on or something like that. And then slowly, like, she was revealing more and more, and she gave me the name, and eventually she even gave me the picture. But that was because I really insisted. I really insisted. And she was like, I don't want to know, I don't want to give you that because sometimes it messes with people. But, it did not mess with me at all. I did not recognize myself in the picture at all. Also, that girl doesn't look anything like me. But I do like her. I feel something. Like, I cherish her in a way. I don't know why. But that's that. Okay, let's go to other questions, because if I stop to answer every single question for 15 minutes, I'm not going to go through them. Okay. Question from Ro. Pre-walking, Gosia offered to help. What factors were important in choosing who you selected as a walk-in from the perspective of Taiget and Gosia? How did they prepare Earth Gosia for your arrival? I think I chose because of the location. First of all, it was Poland, so it was near enough, similar culture, similar looks, more or less. Something I still felt affinity with. Also, my family was very religious, very Catholic, and I think I wanted to learn about that. I wanted to learn about living in that kind of family environment. Now, I don't have any specific information. I asked them, but they didn't know, because it's like they always tell me, well, you tell us. Every time I ask these kinds of questions, they say, well, you tell me. Why did you? Like they are trying to trigger me to know myself and not just wait for the answers. And also, my family has been always very honest. They were actually involved with the solidarity movement in Poland, fighting against the communism, against the system. So it was like, on some level, it was the same what they were doing. They were trying to help people break away from the oppressors, but it was more on the political level. But I could see that spirit right away from in my family. My father was in jail, was imprisoned. Also, my uncle. They were involved with a lot of underground activities against the communism. And it was always something that prevailed in my family, that spirit of fight, of honesty, very honest family, very courageous, very noble. Also, of course, its problems, but these were the spirits that I feel I resonated with. This was the spirit of the family. So I don't have any other information. How many languages do you speak? Nomad. Well, I speak Polish, I speak English, Spanish. I used to know some French. I still recognize it in writing, but I don't speak it. Okay, let me continue here. Just remember questions about the video journey so far, because I see other questions. Someone is asking, I want to know who really was Jennifer in Barcelona Congress 2019. Jennifer, I don't remember any. I think maybe Jessica, you mean? Well, she was our friend who we met. She was living in Amsterdam at the time. So she came, and she was a very nice person we met. Who Jessica is? Yeah. Well, Jessica was a fan, was someone who was following us for a while. She was very grateful and very knowledgeable. She had very nice presence and very spiritual. And in that moment, because many of you were like associating, okay, I said something mysterious happened in that moment when she's hugging the guy. Well, I'm just showing that moment in that moment because I'm showing that moment in that moment because it was just a nice situation when the man was expressing Francesc, his name is in Spanish, He was expressing his gratitude and he became very emotional. And it was just a very nice situation and she felt moved and she wanted to hug him. So that's why I'm showing that moment. But definitely something happened generally in that conference, okay? Not necessarily in that situation that I was showing. Okay. Okay, try to have questions regarding the video. If I don't see any questions regarding the video, well, I will assume you understand everything and maybe I will answer other questions. Like, for example, Nani is asking, do you eat what the Dietitians recommend? A lot of meat, few vegetables, fruits, no grains. I eat a little bit of everything, to be honest. My diet is not so great. So yes, I try to incorporate meat in my diet, but I don't eat that much. First of all, it's very expensive here. Really good meat here in Finland. It's not cheap, so you cannot just divulge and immerse yourself in that. I definitely eat little fruits though, not because of their recommendation, but it's not that they recommended eating little fruits. It's just that not the main source of our diet. However, it's personal. It's personal. Thank you very much, Gaia. Sleek glasses. Okay, the chat jumped. 1 second, please. So, okay. Thank you very much, MK. Greetings from Kenya. Do you have dreams about the ship you are in? Monica C. No, I don't have any dreams about being on a ship as much as I remember. I have other strange dreams. Like, for example, yesterday I had a dream about exorcising demons from a dog. It was just some random dog and he was laying and I was performing some kind of an exorcism on the dog. That dog had a lot of demons. The owner told me and they called me in and I realized I had to be immersing that dog in a really positive, loving energy, and then the demon will leave. And the demon left. Anyway, that's not the topic of the life, so I'm gonna stop there. But I have strange dreams, but never about the ship. Please, only questions about the video. Otherwise, you are wasting the space here because I am distracted with those questions that have nothing to do with the journey so far. Lyran versus the Matrix, thank you very much. You said you had many questions. Well, where are your questions? I'm still not seeing here. Zachary, while can you describe what you look like? They showed you. Yeah, I'm very skinny. Too skinny, actually, in my view, because I am even too skinny to myself now, in my perception. And I'm very skinny, very tall. Well, it's more or less the same. I am 5 feet 7, 169 centimeters, more or less. And I think she's a little bit taller, skinny, very nice skin, like very healthy and glowing and super youthful and very Solatian looking. So very light skin and very, very light hair. Like some time ago, I actually was bleaching my hair and it looked very much like her hair. Which, by the way, I wasn't doing that on purpose to look like her. You know, I was just playing with different hair colors. I stopped doing that because it just was damaging my hair too much. So, and I have big eyes, a bit of like a frog face in my perception. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the same questions. So, for example, I see, again, questions about Jessica. I already responded that, so you have to go back to the beginning of the live. Well, Raghavendra, do ETs are living invisible beside us? Yes, they do. Well, not invisible because you will see them, but they are living there, yeah, without anybody knowing who they are. That's the protocol, and that's the rules. Thank you very much, Jonathan. Vicky, do any of the Svarunians have fathers? No, as far as we know, as far as we understand this, they are all born by parthenogenesis. That's the understanding we have of this topic at the moment. Questions about the topic, please. Guardian Federation. Thank you very much. I have not met any of these people that you mentioned. I have not met Georgie Tsoukalos, Eric. Actually, no, I met Eric von Daniken. He's in my video journey so far. I didn't do the individual interview with him. It was like a group interview, different people asking him questions. I was in that group. I managed to ask one question. I have that video somewhere. But it's kind of like Spanish, English, Spanish, English. I did not meet David Childress. I did not meet Linda Moulton Howe. William Henry, no. Nick Pope. I met Nick Pope. I have a picture with him, actually. And Dale at the conference in Barcelona. But it was just for the picture. We didn't really speak or anything. Travis Taylor, I have not met him. I'm not sure I understand the question. Belana, journey so far, why the extreme Photoshop? Sorry, saw the original outtakes, it bothers. I'm not sure I understand the question exactly. How do you find yourself in Finland, the rhythm of the day? I find myself very well. However, now I'm getting a bit tired because it's very dark and it's very kind of, I mean, I like winter, no problem with the winter, but it's now like it's very icy, so it's very difficult to walk, and I have to walk with bongo long walks. It's very hard to walk, so it's a bit annoying. And you know, you can't do a lot of adventures outside, so I'm kind of stuck at home a lot of the times. And I'm getting a bit tired of the monotony as well of the Finnish landscapes, because it's nice and it's beautiful, but it's all the same. It's just forests and lakes, which is nice, yes, but it's like it's not changing a lot. Okay, next question. Gosia, besides super chats, how can we financially support us, like our crew? Our super chats and also the super chats and also the link that she has in her videos, I would say. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with the camera view. I'm such a perfectionist. Something is showing there on the side. I don't like that. Okay, next question. Let's see. That's the only way, okay, Anthony, for now. Okay, Illyrian versus the Matrix. During her time jumping missions, did Yasi wake any of us starseeds up? In what way wake up? Like spiritually, like awakening, spiritual awakening? Or you mean wake them up in the immersion? But anyway, I don't know much about that. She never shared anything about that specifically. I'm losing the chat all the time because it's going down, up and down. I'm trying to see all the questions. Oh, okay. Robert Valenzuela, how much longer does the Toleka crew plan on staying here? They don't have plans to leave. That's all I know. Okay, they don't have a specific date in mind. They never talk about specific amount of years. All I know is that they are here to stay. They are not interested in leaving. So don't worry about that. Unless something drastic happens that pushes them out, then I don't see them leaving anytime soon. Cindy is asking, how do you feel today? How do you feel today after all these years of having the contact? Thanks for the awesome video, very emotional. Okay, That's a good question related to the video. My hand is cut off. My gosh. Okay, how do I feel? Okay, different emotions. First, I feel great because I feel we have we managed to help a lot of people and wake up a lot of people and expand their realities, and we continue doing that, and Mari and Zael, Robert, everybody is doing that, so I'm very accomplished in that sense. I feel still very excited, and I still want to continue sharing stuff, of course. But I'm also a bit more tired than I was before. At the beginning, I was just very overwhelmed and like, "Yarr!" And now I feel much more stable about this. And yeah, there is some tiredness, but it comes from the fact that it's like being just making one video after one video after one video after almost no breaks. I feel like a video factory, like just like Mari now, one video after one video for almost 6 years, and Spanish and English. And as soon as I finish one video and I accomplish it, because it's such an accomplishment to make one video, edit all this, and then right away I feel like I see the comment somewhere. Okay, great. I'm looking forward to the next video. So I feel like, okay, next, and I almost have like no time to cherish that accomplishment of that video, because right away it's like next. And hey, it's no one's fault but mine, of course, that I am pursuing this rhythm. Same with Mari, she wants to have that rhythm, so it's something within us that is just pushing us to do this. And also because I have so much to share still, so I have this anxiety in me, like I have to get this all out in case anything happens. I might lose the channel, who knows? Something will happen in the world. The internet will stop being accessible. Who knows I have to get this out, so I have to keep going. I almost don't give myself any break. Like I have no Saturday or Sunday weekend, so the only time I really rest is when Matthias has a day off. So in that moment, we do something together, so I'm with him and we do something together. I stop. But as soon as he's back to work, I'm back to work too. And so, yeah. But I'm still very excited to continue sharing. Yes. Okay. Next question. Any updates on the repairs on the Teleka? No. All I know, I actually have I had no updates on the Teleka repairs itself. I think they are doing fine. Nothing major is going on, okay, as far as we know. Okay. How about the old woman you met, Monica C? Well, what about her? Exactly. Would you like to know? I don't know anything about her because we haven't been in touch at all since that time when she introduced us to SWARUU, and then a few months later we didn't talk anymore. It was the end. Actually, we have a video somewhere about this, somewhere in the archives. Okay. En español empieza a las 8, más o menos en 45 minutos, creo. You're asking when the Spanish one. Vicky is asking, were you excited during your first contact with SWARUU? Yes, I was, and this could be seen in one of those shots those shots where I'm typing. And it's like, it was the second chat with SWARUU. Those are real shots. I don't know why, but I already felt this could be important one day. I'm going to video myself. I'm going to video this reaction to myself, for myself. At that time, I didn't know I was going to share this information ever. I was just recording those moments for myself when I'm typing on the computer. And this also can be seen in the video, my ET contact, how does it affect me? Yeah, I was just overwhelmed. I didn't understand how is that the person in the orbit of the Earth right now is going to connect with me at this point with this person on Earth. Like, why? 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 Okay, next question. How is Dale doing? I haven't talked to Dale for a month. Okay, that's usually we talk like every few weeks, or we say something. I haven't talked to him for a while. I have to actually send him the link to this video. I don't know if he saw it, because otherwise he would have said something, because he's featured there. All I know is that he has had some problems, house repairs, some accidents, but he's okay though, as far as I know, the last time we talked. So, Anthony Baldwin, were you able to record the voice from Kalle? We are not able to release, as I said in the beginning of this live, we are not able to release that audio because we don't have the authorization. Nika Marux, are there some step downs currently from Toleka crew or during the whole contact? Sometimes they come and go, sometimes they have the need to come down and do operations, like even Mari said in the video. They come down for supplies if they need anything. They come down to participate in some operations and tasks here and there, of which we don't know because it's on a need to know basis, some of these tasks. But yes, I don't know if currently they are on Earth, anybody from Toleka crew, but I know sometimes they come down, okay? Aaron Darvish, okay, good question. In what way did Yasi assist SWARUU with her dying process? From what we know, okay, from what we understand from this story, which was confusing at the time, Yasi just told us, well, that she took her body etherically. She can do a lot of things. Yasi is Yasi. She can cross walls, she can teleport and do all kinds of fun stuff. So she just explained that SWARUU was very tired already and was very sick. She wasn't taking care of herself. So her body was already kind of giving way. I even remember the last conversation I had with SWARUU. Maybe I will share it one day. It was very nostalgic, and she was very mysteriously nostalgic. And she was saying stuff like, well, why would you need two of us if one is enough? And I said, what do you mean? I mean, you mean you and Yasi? Well, yeah. Wouldn't one be enough? And I remember saying, well, you both are necessary, and you're both our friends, and so I don't know what you mean. No, two is perfect. She was very mysterious. Like she already knew what is going to happen or what she's going to do. So Yasi just explained later that her body was etherically taken somewhere, and she came in, integrated her, and she has her memories integrated within her. Even though now I can tell that she doesn't remember exactly everything, because for her it was very far away, far back, because SWARUU 9 was 9 and she is 12. So like from her perspective, SWARUU 9 is like far in the distant past. So, because she has so many SWARUUs integrated within her, even from other timelines, she can access them and their memories and stuff. So, that's how it was, more or less. Do SWARUUs get into romantic relationships? Kat is asking. Yes, they do. They do. What part of Norway have you and Robert been to? We were on a walking Norwegian trekking adventure for like 7-8 days. And I think we walked from more or less middle part of Norway towards the fjords in the west there. But anyway. One second. The questions are going. One second, let me just go back to the question list here. Okay, Mary Ann Roberts, were there any of the Taigetans ever visiting the conferences? It's possible. We are always looking out for them. So we know that it happens, and not only Taigetans. Okay, that's all I can say. Can we do a meeting with the Toleka crew? Hoppel, man, I would like that. I would love for you to be able to do that, but it's impossible right now. Ila Mantila, how can I be of more help? Well, I think it's just like Mari always says as well, and we said that. Just, focus on yourself, on your own version of yourself, and of improving yourself and your environment, and helping as much as you feel you want to help. You know yourself. We also cannot impose any specific way of helping because everybody will have their different way. For example, I do the videos, but can I say, okay, go and make videos? For example, Matthias wanted to help too. And we're like, okay, well, go and translate this into Finnish. He even started doing that, but then he felt like, okay, it's not his way. Everybody has to find their own way if you feel called to do something. And you yourself will have to learn to listen to yourself. Next question. I could talk each question a lot more, but I have to go fast. Hi Gosia, you missed to talk about your pets and how Taigetans see dogs. No, I didn't miss Bongo on purpose. I mean, I by accident. I didn't mention her because it's not a part of the contact itself. It's more of my personal story. I mentioned Matthias because he is part of the contact itself, because he helps with the website. He talked to them. He talked to Yasi. He heard her on audio when she connected. He talked to Athena. He talked to Raquel at the time. So that's why he was mentioned and Bongo was not mentioned. How is the IC relations between Toleka and IGF? What's IGF? I have no idea. Still not talking. I don't know who IGF is. GF, Galactic Federation, but can you specify that, please? Karen, 3 days of darkness. This is not the topic of the live. I have to be specific, but no, don't worry about any 3 days of darkness. This has been talked about for like I don't know how many years already. They never mentioned anything about 3 days of darkness. Nophius, does Gosia know how many followers actually came from Gaia network? No, I don't know how many, but I know many because I see people mention it. I see people on the forum mention this. I see people in the comments mention this, that, hey, I'm from Gaia, this and that. So thank you very much to all of you, including Gaia, for helping us spread the information. Andres Robles, about Jessica, I already talked about that in the beginning, so you have to rewind because I don't want to repeat. If I don't mention your question, probably I don't understand exactly or I don't have the answer. Will you have more seasons of Galactic Messages? It's not being talked about right now. We have talked about one season and that's that. I like to focus on my channel, to be honest. It's very I don't know. It's safer for us this way, I feel, just to focus on our channel, even though probably maybe it's wise to be, spreading the network and connect with other people. But I feel many times it doesn't end well, maybe. I'm talking now in general terms. So like it was with the infiltration and all that. So I'm very happy just focusing on my work and doing it through my own channel. Scott Ring, do you need any help converting videos to searchable text on the site? Again, Miko is very specific about this as well. He doesn't want to. He's very careful about letting anybody into the server and the website. So he's very busy, but he's insisting that he would like to continue doing this on his own. And I'm grateful to him, of course. Some questions I'm not sure I understand. Like, for example, Belana is asking, as a walk-in, why we have not the possibility to get in service when awakened. It sucks. I'm not sure exactly I understand the question. Okay, continue with the questions. Some questions are very general and spiritual, so I don't want to get into that because it will be like half an hour me answering one of these questions. Moon and Sun, thank you for your bravery to warn people about the papayas. Well, of course, I don't feel like it's bravery though, like it's just normal to me. Gosia, Alexandra, do you think you don't have enough break? Because it's a stressful job, actually. Yeah, I don't give myself enough break. The thing is that what I'm frustrated about right now is that I cannot go traveling much. And that is because of my dog. And it's a bit weird to me because never before dog stopped me from traveling. I was always able to somehow stash my dog somewhere or someone came to take care of them. I only have Robert here. Yes, that's true. So Robert, but he cannot be coming all the time. So before, I didn't have money. Like when I was living in Barcelona, I didn't have money to travel. Then there was the medical situation, so I couldn't travel. And then there is no medical situation. Maybe I could afford to take a trip here and there, not too far. But now I cannot do that because of my dog. And I'm saying I cannot do that because Matthias is working and going to school, so he's unavailable. So anyway. So I don't take enough breaks, that's true. And here in Finland, everywhere I go is the same. It's like I went to the cabin a few months ago in the forest. Okay, nice, but all I saw was the same, trees. And now I know I'm sounding a bit pessimistic. It's different trees, different angles of the trees, different lakes, different views. But after a while, you want to see something different. A mountain, something, a desert. Because I like to explore sceneries. Anyway. How is Mari? I always ask about myself and her feelings. I think she's okay. We don't talk to Mari. Like we said in the video, we don't talk to Mari. We talk to Athena and a bit more rarely now because they are super, super busy. For example, she has a new Suzy ship right now. Brand new, a new model. Super updated with new technology. And she didn't even have time to test fly it. And you know how much she loves flying. So you can imagine how busy they are doing all kinds of things. It's not easy to manage such a huge ship. As you saw, that ship, huge ship. And now imagine 30 people on that ship. And things and braking. And this needs management. And this needs maintenance. And then exopolitical stuff. And the Federation. And the Thorntons. And this and that. And always something. So Mari, we don't talk to Mari. Well, all we know about Mari is through Athena or from Yasi, and as far as I know, everything's fine. She feels a bit burdened. Yes, it's true, but she loves doing this, so she's pushing forward. Happy girl, do you plan to finish out this lifetime in Gosia's body until death, or will you wake up in your immersion pod before that? I don't plan any of this. My plan is neither. My plan is not to finish here until death. I actually see it very, very strongly as that not being in my plans. I've always actually seen this and not in my plans. Even before this contact, I remember my mom was always telling me I have to, worry about the retirement plans and working in the system so, the government will be paying me money when I'm old. For some reason, I always used to tell her, I don't care. I don't know why, but I feel I'm not going to have to worry about that. Like, I'm not going to be here. That's what I always used to say. And then the second plan, waking up in the immersion, I do not plan on being woken up. I would like to be extracted. And I think I already talked about this. But anytime soon. Okay, I'm not ready because I still have work to do. There is a lot of stuff to be done here. And I feel I am of service here, down here. Down here. So, yeah, I would like to be extracted. Robert as well, but not yet. Okay, next. Have you ever read a book called The Chariots of the Gods? I did, by Doniken. I did, but a long time ago. Thank you for your contribution, by the way. Long time ago, I do not remember much about it. Kitty Hawk, are the Taigetans looking for further contactees? No, they're not. There was a time in the past where they were interested in that, and I was even introducing them to different people. This is how I introduced them to Dale Harder, for example, and other people that are anonymous, and also they themselves were on the lookout for the new contactees. My mom talked to SWARUU, then Matthias, even Mikko, the website designer, Matthias's brother, he talked to Aneka a few times. But right now they are totally closed off, focused on different tasks. They are tired. That phase of talking to humans in that way has been closed. So they might maintain some friends here and there from the past, but it's different, not new ones. Next question. Okay, how many Taigetans are currently in orbit with the arrival of the ship Saska 1? Saska 2 and Aguila V. What do I mean Saska 2? I haven't watched Mari's video today, so I don't know anything about Saska 2. Maybe she mentioned it there. All I know, there is Saska, okay, and there are about 50 people there on Saska, and then Vigilant Eagle, they have about 25 people. So it's 30 Taigetans on Toleka, including Svarunians, 3 Svarunians, 50 on Saska, and 25 on Vigilant Eagle. Monica C. How did you inform your mom? I think it was little by little. It was still when I was in Barcelona, and I said, I am talking to Pleiadians or something. This is serious. And then when each time I was visiting my parents at home, when my dad was still alive, and I had a chat with them, I used to say, okay, now I have to go. I'm going to be talking to the orbit. That's how I used to call it, talking to the orbit. And my dad would be like, what is she doing there? Closed off in the room. And my mom, she's talking to the orbit. And I think he didn't understand, so he never followed, he didn't dig deeper. What orbit? He didn't. He was already old. Hazel, does Mari plan on having an English version of her donation platform? I don't know anything about that. Mr. B, has the crew ever talked about possibly you visiting the ship Toleka? No, that's not allowed, because once you are there, you cannot return. This is one of the toughest regulations. This is very, very, very prohibited. So once someone is out, extracted, they can never come back, okay? It did happen with the incident with the man that Mari was talking about, Zatkil, I think, but it was such an exceptional situation. I do not even remember the details, but it was a very exceptional situation, and which actually proves how delicate extractions are and how not easy it is as it seems. So no, once you're out, you cannot come back. So that would be just extraction, me visiting the ship. Kevin Akoguteta, can someone do reaction videos of Cosmic Agency into native East African languages? Well, yeah, go ahead, do that. That would be cool. Actually, yeah, reaction videos. There is a man doing reaction videos that's Rich. I don't remember now his YouTube channel, but Rich has been doing reaction videos and commentary on our videos. But into East African, that would be super cool. There's all kinds of questions in the chat, like how do we create a time machine and a replicator? Aro Kazalot, cześć, that's in Polish. Oh yeah, Karsten says, supply, logistics, buy food and stuff. There must be people who are in touch with them, maybe on a need-to-know basis. For sure. Oh, for sure. Because, as I always say, we don't know everything. They cannot tell us everything. And, it's like, why would they even have to? So they don't have time. Their daily reports to Gosia and Robert. Okay, so today we did this and that. They don't have time to inform us of everything. Love and peace. Claudia had a very nice voice. Would she do other voices now that Anneka is unfortunately not here? Well, I still have material from Anneka. This is not over. There's more stuff from Anneka coming. Even in the Interstellar Live series, there'll be more information from Anneka. So you will hear more with Claudia voice. I don't think I would put her, though, in any other person. It's so related to Anneka. Zachary Wilde, how does Dorkale live thousands of years? I'm not sure what you mean. He's not thousands of years. He's, I don't know, about 30 or something. I don't know, but less than 50 for sure. I know he mentioned something like that in a video, I think, long time ago. But I think he just refers to it like jumping, For example, if he lived here in 1000, and then he jumps to here, so in some way they sometimes calculate, okay, so I am 2,000 years old, but it's not that, because you jumped, so that doesn't count. Or maybe he was referring to accumulated memories of his previous life experiences. I'm not sure now. Okay, let's go back. Colleen, I am missing some questions. I missed the chat. I missed it went down again. I don't know where I am exactly. Okay. Okay, I'm back here with Zachary question. I'll try to be faster now with the questions so I can answer more of your questions. Okay? Try to not to say anything if it's not the questions. Oh, Robert Giraffa, IGF is Intergalactic Federation. What is Intergalactic Federation? I'm not sure what that is. Is it the same as Galactic Federation? So if that is the same as the Galactic Federation, yes, they are still on a, IC terms. It has been this way for a while. Justin says, I am from Gaia. I was very happy when I found this channel. Well, thank you very much. Okay, Chareva, regarding the CGI of the Toleka, what is the yellow window? I will have to open that CGI and see the yellow window. I do not remember, okay? And that's a question for Athena also. And what is the yellow window? I don't know where I have it on my computer. I will have to see it. Are there Pleiadians around Earth now? Well, yes, Taigetans are, and any other unofficial groups, perhaps, that we don't know anything about. Does Yasi's voice sound like an 11-year-old? Oh, yes, it did. Actually, it sounded even more childish because she was speaking through the filter. So it sounded like, in her words, some kind of a squirrel. Like, and she hated it. She says, this is not how I sound. But we still liked it because we could still hear, her intonation, how she speaks. And she was doing a lot of this. Like, I was speaking and then she was like, I remember that. That was cute. And this is something that you don't know in the text. Larian, were the Thorntons mentioned over the years, or are you learning about them now? Actually, we were not with that name, Thorntons. Tall Grace and all that, they were mentioned, but not Orion Grace. But not with that specific name. No, they were not mentioned. And actually, the last time they were present, it was about I don't know, just when the whole medical situation, I think, was evolving. But it wasn't such a big deal, I think, their visit, because it was not mentioned. Subtle moments of absurdity. Well, that's right. Since Targetans follow traditional gender roles, does this mean there are no homosexuals there? There aren't. Not there. We have them here on Earth. And this is sometimes what the souls come in to experience now, because they don't have it outside Earth. Karen, don't ask any more about the 3 days of darkness. I did mention that already. So do not repeat the questions again. Yes, thank you very much, Francine Lawson. She responded to that question. Is this really live, Alex Tigerboy Emo? Yes, this is live. I'm here live. Hi. There's some questions, like for example about Nibiru, that we already talked about in the videos, and it's nothing to do with the topic of the video today, which is journey so far. But according to the Targetans, Nibiru, there is no such a thing, as they don't see such a thing. Big question. Walking the Path of Love is asking, can you speak about the significance of the Thai Queen helping Earth's civilization? Oh, big question. Could be a topic in itself, because it has significance on both sides. For us and for them. For the exopolitical situation, it has big significance for Taygeta itself. I don't want to get into this right now, also because it's not the subject of the video. Belana, I'm sorry, I still don't understand the question. It stays, do we ready walk-ins not get in service? I'm not sure. Are you Spanish? Maybe write in Spanish your question. Focus on the questions. Questions in the caps. Try to put questions in the caps, and I can go straight to them. Again, subtle moments of absurdity. Is there such a thing as LGBTQ people in Taygeta? No, there aren't. No, this is something that is only produced on Earth. Alex, can I visit the Pleiadian starship? In the astral? In your dreams? You know, when you are traveling with your soul and astral body, yes, but not physically. So any questions and doubts about the journey so far? Something that drew your attention? Maybe you still don't understand? Chica, we will certainly miss you, Gosia, when and if you get extracted. Well, funny, because I actually planned when I get extracted to continue to be in contact with you somehow. Maybe in the beginning I thought I was going to make a blog in writing, but now maybe I would do what Mari does. Like I would just make a video about my extraction experience or something. That would be funny. Fun, should I say. Scott Adams, did you get a new microphone, Gosia? No, this is also an old microphone. This is given to me by Miko a year ago or so. I never used it so far. I don't like it because it has to be close to my mouth and it's covering my face and my clothes. So I have to fix the situation. Okay, questions about the video journey so far? Try to stay on topic, please. Because I see a lot of questions not related. Larian, has the team let you know if there are any Titan star seeds in your community of supporters? It happened, I think, a few times in the past, but not recently, no. They haven't. And they wouldn't even be interested in that anymore. They are not interested in giving back, as they say, stellar identity to the people, or focus on that. This was actually something that, as an idea, giving the identity back to the people, didn't even originate among them. It was actually another contactee before me even that was insisting on the importance of that the star seeds should know who they are. And that person kind of convinced them, but they never believed in the importance of that and that it was necessary. And sometimes it even messes with you too much, or they don't want to impose anything. Because when I found out, I had to push. SWARUU had to be sure that I really, really wanted and that I understood the consequences. I'm not sure why Gosia would want to get extracted. I feel it's in my plan. It's simply, it's okay, it's like, why am I in Finland? Why would she go to Finland? Someone in Poland would say, I don't understand why she would go to Spain. Why would she go to Costa Rica? Why would she go to Australia? All these places that I've been. So for me, going to another planet, especially if it was my planet, my home planet, it's a very natural course of events. It's not extraction to me. It's like, like Mari in her video says, being interstellar is the most natural state of being for the Lurians and for their life outside in general. Only we perceive it as something, wow, she's going to another planet. It's like something strange. For me, it's very natural. It's like, first, it's going back, because I feel like I came here to do this job, and I'm going back. And second, even if it wasn't that way, going to another planet is just like for me coming to Finland. It's just another trip. So why not? If there is a possibility, why not? If there is a plane to take and there is a plane technology that offers you to go to Hong Kong, well, why wouldn't you go to Hong Kong? And if you want to move to Hong Kong, well, why not? I moved to Finland. I'm from Poland originally. Why did I come to Finland? So it's the same. For me, it's very natural. Okay, next. Okay. Well, in about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to have to finish. I'm going to have a small break. Actually, wait a second. I have to finish, in 10 minutes, and I have to start the Spanish one. Some of these questions that you're repeating, I already answered. So you have to rewind. Maybe because I was speaking too fast. Not sure. Oh, yes. Nitro Meta. Reach 2150X is the channel in English that does reactions to Cosmic Agency and Mari. Very good. Okay, wait, it jumped again. Some of the questions are repeated. Wayfaring, where do you see yourself in 2 years from now, knowing what you know now? I really do not project that far in the future. I kind of go as it goes, as it flows. So I don't project myself. I don't know what's going to be. All I know, on a personal note, that I think I would maybe 2-3 years, maybe would not like to live in Finland anymore, but somewhere warmer. That's all I can say. I think I made some questions, but let me just continue here. Okay, Belana is saying, no, I'm German. I am a desperate walk-in and like to get in service. Do not understand why not. Well, why not? Why not? Choose a field of service and do it. Like I said, whatever field you want to help. Like, for example, Lyrin versus the Matrix, Russ here, he does graffitis on the walls, I think in Australia. So that's his way of contribution. Whatever you want to do, you listen to yourself, okay? Contribute your talents, wherever you feel you shine. And what you want to do, listen to yourself. Be happy about it. Have fun with this. It doesn't have to be a service, some kind of a chore. Find something that makes you happy and do it that way. How many are there together on Toleka? As I already said, about 30 on Toleka itself. But now that Saska is docked, so they are kind of like coming and going through between the ships. So they're always mingling with the Saska crew. There is just about 50 of them there. I think I'm skipping through some questions, but it's impossible for me because it's jumping. How has disclosure changed you? Well, again, I think I talked about this sometime. It put everything in its place for me personally. I was very nostalgic before and had these unidentifiable melancholias and crying, and I was looking at myself and I felt like I am not this. I feel like I'm in disguise to myself. I didn't feel Gosia. It was very weird to me. So then when I found out about immersions, it made sense to me. And just everything came together. I understand my life and my position and my role and myself in this situation right now. So it brought me a lot of peace. That mainly. Yes, I could go on, but I have to continue with the questions. What is going to happen with the cosmic ages in the next 6 months? Again, continuation of what we are doing, continuation of making videos, etc. That's the plan. That's the only plan I have. Some questions I see, I maybe I cannot answer, or they are too complicated or too confusing for me to go into right now. It's not that I don't see them. Wayfaring stranger, what is the ultimate consequence of all of us knowing what we know now? Very big question. This is going to be individual for all of you to answer. What is the ultimate consequence for you and for your reality, for your life? My only goal is that it liberates and helps and expands and somehow breaks you away from the matrix and makes you understand things in a different way. It gives you new pieces to enrich you. But that's my goal for this. This is my goal, ultimate consequence. And of course, bringing the two civilizations, in this case, Targetans, Pleiadians, Svarunians, and humans together. And through that, extraterrestrial races and humans together. Making people understand that there is not such a big separation as people imagine. They are not orbs, they are not angels, they are people. There are a lot of people-like situations in space and in orbit, and this is the ultimate also consequence for me for all this work, to make people aware of these things. Good question too. Did SWARUU know who you were before you first made contact with her? I think yes, absolutely she knew, because this was planned before. I know that. So she knew, but she was like, playing the game with me because I didn't know anything at that time. If Yasi and Mari can walk through walls, what happens if they walk through outside of wall of ship? Can they survive outside of ship? Of course they can. They wouldn't make such a. I don't think they would just like, okay, I'm gonna go through the wall of the ship and then I'm gonna fall and disappear into space. No, they know what they are doing. They know how to manipulate reality around them, and they wouldn't just that wouldn't happen. Okay, I don't have a technical explanations about how they exactly do that, but no, they wouldn't just, that wouldn't happen. a way, they, for them everything is astral. So if they walk through the wall on the ship, they wouldn't just physically find themselves outside this ship, like I said, falling down. They would be in a different frequency in that moment of their corporal perception. So yeah, it's an interesting question. I don't know. Yasi would have to answer that question. I have to go very, 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 very soon. Dame Media, did it blow your mind hearing Rachel of Temer's story of meeting Eisenhower? Well, yes, it did, but everything was blowing my mind at the time. Continues to, but maybe not as much because I'm more used to it. But in the beginning, yes, everything. The one story after another, the whole contact itself, the fact that they continue to talk to me was amazing. Oh, yeah. Michelle is asking about the solar flash. What would happen after the solar flash? There is no such a thing. We always talk about this. There are solar flashes all the time, but it's very natural. There's nothing going to be happening that is so revolutionary that is just going to change everything. Ascension. They don't see anything like that. Well, okay. Thank you very much. I have to close because I have to start this in Spanish in 2 minutes officially according to the schedule. Aaron, did they ever disclose more information about... Oh, it disappeared. About the timeline where you failed? No. No. They haven't. Can we astrally project on board Toleka or see Toleka from distance while in orbit? Yeah, you can see Toleka sometimes, especially if you have a really good telescope. It was mentioned that you are able to see it sometimes. And yeah, you can astrally project everywhere, but just make sure, it's hard to, how do you make sure you are really in Toleka and not in some other ship? Yeah, but in theory and in practice too, you can teleport and not teleport, transport yourself astrally anywhere. Thank you very much to all of you. I'm sorry I didn't answer all your questions. Love and peace, how confident are you that humanity will be liberated, become the truth all over the earth? I'm not confident about this at all. It's not what drives me. That's not, I always say this, that's not what makes me want to continue being sure that this is where we are going forward to. We are, hopefully, and yes, but it's, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't project that far into the future. I hope yes, because that's why we are doing what we are doing, and at least we want to ease the situation on Earth, remove some of the, some of the veil and some of the manipulations, and become trouble for the Matrix and for the Cabal. But I don't know where it will end in the long run. I'm going with the flow, yes, like Barry Fowler says. Okay, I have to go because I'm supposed to start right now in Spanish. If you speak Spanish, you are welcome to join us in Spanish. Maybe more questions will be answered. I'm sorry, I'm not able to answer all your questions. There were some questions that were not on topic, so I didn't touch those as well. Maybe other times. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Okay, this was a casual chat. And until next time. The next video, actually, I have, maybe I'll tell you, is about the sun. Maybe it has something to do with the solar flash, but not really. It's something to do more with the sun supposedly activating our DNA, maybe not supposedly, galactic waves helping with the ascension and the illumination and awakening. So we talked about this before, but this specific chat is going to be with Athena and with Yasi. I haven't shared that yet, so that's going to be next. Okay, guys, that's it for me. Be well. Stay well, stay happy, stay healthy, take care, have fun, and until next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice Sunday? Is today Sunday? Monday. Okay, well, have a nice Monday. Okay, bye-bye.